Welcome to the Best Advice Podcast with your host, life and love success coach, and author of The Poison of Perfection, Angela Wadley. If you're looking for authentic, no-holds-barred advice about life, love, business, career, or health, you've come to the right place. You'll hear from fascinating guests as they quickly reveal their powerful advice to inspire you to create and live your best life. So get ready, grab a pen, or make a mental note. You don't want to miss this.
Hi, and welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me on. I'm excited to be here.
When it comes to business, career, love, health, or life in general, if you have ever struggled with a decision, had to figure your way out through something, or just learned a valuable lesson, what is the best advice that you can share?
When it comes to living with chronic pain, the best advice I can share comes in 4 parts. 1, talk to your kids, your family, and your friends about your pain or illness. Make sure you do your research and understand your illness. There's a great book called A Day Without Pain. It explains how pain signals are created. It's the physiology of pain. It also talks about other factors that lead to or exacerbate pain. You can talk to young kids just to keep it age appropriate. Answer questions honestly, not in too much detail when it comes to the younger ones. It'll be over their heads and might even freak them out. And don't talk about your illness just once. This needs to be an ongoing conversation. So for instance, with my daughter, I might say something like, we need to wrap up playing dolls. Mommy's hips are starting to hurt a lot. So I integrate this conversation just in day-to-day situations. Number 2, enlist help. If you have a baby, you're going to get lots of offers for help. Take people up on it. Tell them specifically what they can do. Like, could you watch the baby for an hour while I take a shower or take a nap? Your partner, your family, older siblings, housekeeper, they can all help with things around the house. Teaching your children to be independent. Kids love to be independent, to pick out their own clothes, to get dressed, to put their own toys away. And also as far as help supplies, a back brace, a knee brace, a wrist brace, a walking stick, earplugs. Those were great for me when I had migraines and a crying child. Number 3 is self-care. Self-care is really a buzzword these days, but self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. So doing self-care when you're about to have a breakdown is like coming up for air when you're underwater and your lungs are at capacity. You're going to come up and get some air, but you're going to be gasping. And you're going to come back down, your body's not going to be relaxed. What you need to do is come up consistently for air. That way, you get some air, you go back down, you're much more relaxed, and you can handle life a lot better. I have a self-care box. It's got something related to each of the 5 senses. I also journal, I do meditation, I color, I cry, I take an Epsom salt bath, which is both relaxing and removes toxins at the same time. And stop the negative self-talk. We can acknowledge that we feel like bad moms or bad spouses, but be sure to also acknowledge all the things you are doing and that you're doing the best that you can. Also related to self-care, there's therapy, even once a month. There's great online therapy these days. And just side note, your therapist's job is for you to not need him or her at some point. So if you've been seeing the same therapist about the same situation for years, you need a different therapist. And finally, regarding self-care, medications. There is no shame in taking medications for depression, anxiety, whatever it is, short-term, long-term. Medications help us be the best version of ourselves that we can be. There's also lots of natural supplements that can help with pain and depression and anxiety. And number 4, and probably most important, just be present. My daughter does not care if I can only play dolls with her lying on the bed for 15 minutes and she has to, move all the dolls around, or I'm on the couch playing a board game and she has to move all the pieces. She's just happy that I'm giving her attention and I'm spending time with her. So whatever you do, just be present with your kids and with your family.
Okay, so if you were a character in a TV show or movie, which character would you be and why?
If I could be any character from a movie, I would be Belle from Beauty and the Beast, because she loves books and loves to read, and so do I. Plus, she gets to reject the quote-unquote hottest guy in town, and who wouldn't want that kind of power?
Thank you so much for being on my podcast.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you so much for having me. If you want more information about me, you can find me at ithurtstomom.com, on Facebook /ithurtstomom, on Instagram at ithurtstomom, and my podcast, It Hurts to Mom, is available on Apple and Spotify.
Thanks for listening to this episode. Please subscribe and share with someone you care about. To catch all the latest from Angela, go to www.angelawadley.com. Until next time, keep growing and keep going.